Have you ever wondered why self-love is so closely tied to discipline? It's a question that might seem perplexing at first glance. After all, isn't discipline about strict rules and regimented routines? How can that possibly equate to love, let alone self-love? Yet it is precisely in this seeming paradox that we discover one of life's most potent truths. Discipline, dear friends, is a profound form of self-love. It's about setting boundaries for yourself, not out of a sense of restriction, but from a place of care and respect for your own well-being. It's about holding yourself accountable, pushing your limits, and striving for your highest potential. Imagine discipline as the sturdy framework that supports the edifice of your dreams. It's the scaffolding that allows you to build brick by brick towards your goals. Without discipline, our aspirations remain just that, aspirations. They float aimlessly in the realm of potential, never quite making the leap into reality. Discipline, on the other hand, grounds our dreams. It gives them shape and form, solidity and substance. It's the driving force that propels us from where we are to where we want to be. Moreover, discipline is a testament to our inherent worth. It's a way of saying, I value myself enough to put in the effort, to make the sacrifices, to do what it takes to achieve my goals. It's about respecting our time, our energy, and our ambitions. Yet it's important to remember that discipline isn't about perfection. It's not about never making mistakes or never straying from the path. Rather, it's about learning, growing, and continually striving for progress, not perfection. So you see, discipline is far more than just a tool for achievement. It's a powerful expression of self-love, a testament to our self-worth, and a key element in our journey towards personal growth and fulfillment. If you're ready to embrace self-love through discipline, then subscribe to our channel. Well, Serene, and let's dive into 3 techniques that can help you become more disciplined. Our first technique is all about setting clear, achievable goals. Imagine you're a ship sailing on the open ocean. Without a destination in mind, you'd be drifting aimlessly at the mercy of the winds and waves. But give that ship a destination, a clear, defined point to reach, and suddenly that ship has purpose. It has direction. This is the power of goal setting. Having clear goals can motivate you to stay disciplined. It's like having a lighthouse guiding you through the storm. When you know where you're going, it's easier to stay focused, to stay disciplined, even when the journey gets tough. Your goals are your personal lighthouse, your beacon in the darkness, guiding you towards your destination. So how do we set effective goals? Well, one popular method is to make them SMART. That stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. S for specific. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I want to be able to run 5 miles without stopping. This gives you a clear, defined objective to aim for. M for measurable. You need to be able to track your progress. If your goal is to run 5 miles, then each time you run a little bit further, you're getting closer to your goal. A for achievable. It's great to aim high, but if your goal is too far out of reach, it can be demotivating. Aim for a goal that's challenging but still within your grasp. R for relevant. They should align with your broader life objectives. If your overall aim is to lead a healthier lifestyle, then a goal of running 5 miles is highly relevant. Finally, your goals should be time-bound. Set yourself a deadline. This creates a sense of urgency and can help keep you motivated. By setting clear goals, you can give your discipline a direction and make it much easier to stay on track. Goals are your roadmap to success, your guiding light through the sea of life. So set your sails, plot your course, and let your goals guide you towards your destination. The second technique is about building and maintaining healthy habits. Habits, those repetitive actions we do almost without thinking, play a crucial role in discipline. They are the invisible architects of our lives, shaping our daily routines and ultimately our destiny. The beauty of developing healthy habits is that, over time, discipline becomes less of a chore and more a natural part of your routine. How does this happen? Well, the key lies in the power of your brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to change and adapt in response to new experiences. When you consistently perform a task, your brain begins to create and strengthen neural pathways associated with that action. Over time, this action becomes automatic, a habit. So if you want to make discipline a part of your life, you need to start by forming and nurturing healthy habits. But how do we do this? Firstly, start small. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the enormity of our goals, but remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Choose one small, achievable habit that aligns with your goal. It could be as simple as waking up 10 minutes earlier each morning or drinking a glass of water before breakfast. Next, consistency is key. It's not what we do occasionally that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. Commit to your chosen habit and make a conscious effort to do it every day, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. Lastly, reward yourself for progress. Positive reinforcement is a powerful motivator. Each time you successfully complete your habit, give yourself a pat on the back. This could be through words of affirmation, a small treat, or simply a moment to bask in the satisfaction of your achievement. By following these steps, you're not just forming healthy habits. You're laying the foundation for discipline to thrive. Remember, habits are the building blocks of discipline. And with the right habits, discipline can become a natural part of your life. Our third and final technique is about embracing failure. Now, this might sound counterintuitive. After all, isn't discipline about preventing failure? Well, yes and no. Discipline is about consistency and resilience. It is about sticking to your goals and habits, but it's also about learning, growing, and adapting. And failure, believe it or not, is an integral part of that process. You see, failure is not the opposite of success. As we're often led to believe, it's a stepping stone towards success, a necessary pit stop on the road to achieving your goals. It's in failure that we find some of our most valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Think of it this way: every time you fail, you're given a chance to learn something new, to reassess your approach, and to come back stronger. It's a chance to identify the weak spots in your discipline, the areas where you need to work harder or smarter. But how do you embrace failure? It sounds easy on paper, but it's a different story when you're in the trenches, dealing with the disappointment and frustration that often come with failure. First and foremost, see failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of dwelling on the negative, focus on the positive. What can you learn from this experience? What can you do differently next time? What did this failure reveal about your habits, your mindset, or your approach? Next, don't dwell on your failure. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of negative thinking, to let one failure define you. But remember, failure is just a moment in time. It doesn't define you or your potential. Finally, use your failure to fuel your motivation. Let it be a reminder of why you're pursuing your goals, of why you're working on your discipline. Let it be a catalyst for change, a spark that ignites your determination and resilience. So remember, failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher, your guide, your stepping stone towards success. It's a part of the journey, a part of the process. So embrace failure, learn from it, and let it fuel your journey towards greater discipline. So let's quickly summarize the 3 techniques we've discussed today. Firstly, we delved into the importance of setting clear goals. Goals are the compass that guide your actions towards a specific direction. Goals give your efforts a shape, a purpose. By setting achievable, measurable, and time-bound goals, you're creating a roadmap for your discipline journey. But remember, goals aren't set in stone. They're flexible and should evolve with you. So don't be afraid to reassess and tweak them as you progress. Secondly, we explored the art of building healthy habits. Habits are the building blocks of discipline. They're the little things you do every day that accumulate into big results over time. Start small, be consistent, and gradually elevate the intensity. It's not about overnight transformation, it's about gradual improvement. The key here is to focus on the process, not the outcome. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is discipline. Thirdly, we embraced the concept of failure. Failure is not a blockade, it's a stepping stone towards success. It's a teacher, a guide, showing you what's not working and nudging you towards what might. So when you stumble, don't be disheartened. Get up, dust off, learn, and keep moving. Each failure brings you one step closer to your disciplined self. Each of these techniques is a powerful tool in its own right, but when used together, they create a synergy that propels your journey of discipline. They help you develop a mindset that views discipline not as a chore, but as a form of self-love. Discipline is about honoring your commitments to yourself. It's about respecting your goals and dreams enough to work consistently towards them. It's about loving yourself enough to choose what's good for you in the long run, even if it's uncomfortable in the short term. Remember, discipline is a form of self-love, and with these techniques, you can start loving yourself more by becoming more disciplined.